How's that?
Okay. That would be okay. That would be cool,
Yes, yes.
actually.
So, well, I'll
Very,
start.
very
We're
cool.
here with a dear friend of mine, Zarena, and I probably always say her name wrong, but I do my best anyway. And we are here just going to have a chat, not next to a fire, but hopefully as warm and toasty as possible. So, from here, I will let you introduce yourself. How's that sound?
That sounds so cool. Okay, I can hear the echoing voice. Okay, not anymore. Super cool.
Okay.
So, hello, hello. My name is actually it's Serena, but you can call me Serena because it's like
Sereno.
Serena Williams,
Okay.
the famous Serena Williams. Yes. So um, I come from Slovenia.
Mm-hmm.
I live in a small town that is actually near the Croatian and the Hungarian borders. So we are very multicultural here. So I live
Mm-hmm.
in Slovenia, but I'm a Hungarian, so I'm a part of the minority, and that's why I speak quite a few languages, actually four. But
Mm-hmm.
what I don't identify with that, but actually who I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a warm, I'm a caring, I'm a loving person. I am also very enthusiastic and passionate about everything that I do. And my occupation, my job is empowering women. I'm a life and business coach. Well, actually, I prefer the term career coach
Mm-hmm.
because I don't only work with women who have their own established, like businesses.
Okay.
But
Mm-hmm.
that is one thing that I enjoy very, very much, and that I've been doing since I know what who I am, and since
Mm-hmm.
I know myself, I've always been doing this. So
Okay.
empowering women,
Okay.
and by that I mean that I am guiding them through meditations also. So this is the part where it's echoing again. Yeah.
I hear it a
Okay,
little
not
bit.
anymore. Cool.
Yeah,
Do you hear it too? Can you hear that too? The
just a
echoing
little
sounds.
bit. I have a bit more of a lag time. I'm sure it's from our weather. It happens.
Yeah, yeah, it happens. It happens. So the thing that I do uniquely
Mm-hmm.
uh, is that I add to these guided conversations, uh, these meditations and
Mm-hmm.
journeys through consciousness.
Okay.
And I actually started with these meditations, free meditations, and then I added a lot of other things too. So NLP methods and other interesting things so that I can help women. I don't like to use that word help because I just give them a little push so that
Mm-hmm.
they can discover what
Right.
they want and
Mm-hmm.
what their inner power. So I just basically maybe just like give them a nudge, and I can see in every client of mine and basically every woman that I know the potential, and
Right.
that is what I am doing. Um, but I also did some writing. Well, not at the moment. I'm not writing
But you
now,
were a
but
journalist.
I've also published. Excuse me.
Weren't you a journalist?
Yes, I was a journalist
Mm-hmm.
too. Yeah, for
Mm-hmm.
I think that a decade or so. There was actually a student's job. It started with a student's job, and then a little bit after I finished my schooling. But anyways, writing has always been a part of me, so I express myself through writing. I come from a family. My father is a poet. My mom is a writer too. My father is also a journalist. Well, now he just now recently retired too. My husband is a writer too. He's a writer. Well, at his soul, actually, he never published anything. I published a book for him.
Yep, that's what
And
you
we
were
also
saying the
had
other
a
day. That's
wonderful
so awesome. Yeah.
first birthday surprise. And I am also, we also have a little daughter. She's 18 months now old, and it is very exciting to be a mom. And I never thought that I would enjoy it this much. And she just pushes me. She is my life coach, actually. If we
That's
can
how
say
it
she's
always
my
goes. Always. Yes.
She has taught me so much about myself. She makes me want to be a better person and to make a much bigger impact on the world, because so she just pushes me and motivates me and inspires me. So what else? What else? I am also honest. Maybe too honest sometimes. But hey,
That's okay.
I'm only human.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
an honest
fine.
person. I am loyal. That's me.
That's you. Okay, well, how about we learn just a little bit more about you through these awesome questions? Some are, they can all be funny. However, you want to answer is totally fine by me. Okay? And I have a list of. So far,
honestly,
I have like 15 questions.
15.
So. And some of them just by nature are funny themselves, okay? So, you're ready? You're ready for this? Woohoo!
I'm ready.
All right. The first question is, how can you be kinder to yourself? Nicer. How can you be more nice to yourself?
Maybe I could be a little less self-critical. Sometimes I can be really hard on myself.
How do you do that? I mean, is it like through the negative talk, or do you just kind of shut down, or,
Well, I don't shut down because if I stopped for a little time in my life, that has happened maybe once or twice. I was like, okay, I give up now, and I gave up for like one day. So it's not an option to quit.
Right.
I just like a little bit, maybe I rest a little bit. I'm resting, and when I rest, then I feel like sometimes I'm out of motivation for just like a small amount of time, and then I bounce right back myself. So basically, that's a small amount of time when I'm like, oh, I don't think I am where I'm supposed to be right now. I should be more confident. I should be more, like successful. I should have this. I should have that. Blah blah. And then I go to my friends, and then I call my mom, and then I call my husband, and then I talk to all these people, and then they help me, like realize it that okay, no.
Get out of it. Get out of your head, type of thing. Yeah. Good for you.
It's just I now learn how to bounce back relatively quickly. But it used to be like like days maybe when I was like, oh no, and I never stayed in bed or anything. I'm not that type of, and I am not even an over, like doer, like I must do, nor the sleeping kind of. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna do it, but I don't always have these high vibrations and always so cool and so enthusiastic. Okay, it wouldn't be even normal.
But is that reasonable for anyone anyway to be like that?
I think so too. Yeah, but I do hard expect it's not unrealistic expectations. Yeah, that's the thing that I should, like more kind of soften these unrealistic expectations. That's it. Yeah.
Right. Well, I think it sounds like, like you're really really good, because we all have those little times when we're kind of down. So basically, to be kinder to yourself, you just phone people and talk it through, right?
Yeah. Or maybe journal it down, or write it down, or something like that. That I do too. Yeah, sometimes.
So next question here is going to be one I just found out a little bit more about you when we were talking the other day. And this could be an interesting one. What is the best concert you have ever been to? And have you been more than once?
Actually, I've been thinking about concerts today. Yes, so yeah. You good question. You know what? I don't think I can. I don't know if it's one concert that's my, like favorite concert of all time. I'm just gonna go with Eric Clapton in Budapest. It was in. I don't even know which year was that. Was it maybe 2013 or something like that, or maybe 10? Maybe I don't know. Basically, I went with my whole family and my best friend, Stella, and we went all together. And the energy of that man, I love Eric Clapton. I'm a rocker, and I love old rock, so 60s to 70s. I just wow. And I'm like a hippie, like I used to be like this hippie gypsy, like so well, basically I am still that, just like free spirit, you could say.
Right.
And energy of this man, it was simply wow. And I still adore Eric Clapton. And I remember we were jumping and dancing around, and wow, it was so cool. But I do remember another great concert, and it was Deep Purple, and I went with my dad, and I was high school, I think. I was maybe 15 years old, so very, very young. He took me to Budapest, and I said, I want to go to the Deep Purple concert. And he was also, of course, into Deep Purple, and we went together. And also the whole vibration of this whole, we were like, the whole stage was like everyone in that concert, we were singing along with the guitars solo with the guitarist. Can you imagine that?
So yeah, I can, but
crazy energy. Yeah. So yeah.
So
and also the Foo Fighters were also okay. I love the Foo Fighters in Vienna, and that was in Vienna. I went with my husband, but as I, like I love Dave Grohl and everything. Basically, it was nothing compared to all those other, like old rocker souls, and who have like, this energy.
So where did you see Eric Clapton? Where was that concert?
Also the Deep Purple and the Eric Clapton, both I think in the same arena in Budapest.
Yeah.
Hungary.
Yeah.
Cool.
Lucky you. We tend not to get shows like, especially in Idaho, we don't get things like that at all. So no. No, we don't get things like that. Even when I lived in Oregon, we would get far more, but we did not get ones like that. No, it's a lot of work. If they're based in Europe, then they'll only hit New York, LA. the big ones like that. So,
Uh-huh.
oh well,
I get it.
oh well.
What was your favorite concert? What's your
Oh, mine.
memory?
Uh, some of the most memorable. The first one that I went to was Cheap Trick with my dad in Portland, in Oregon, and it seems that one of the members from the Scorpions opened up, but it was a long time ago. So I'm not positive on who opened. Um, One of the most memorable ones that I've been to though too was the Violent Femmes, and that's back when like mosh pits kind of first started and they were super dangerous, and I almost got crushed to death. And a friend of mine, his brother, like grabbed me and pulled me up over the top of the crowd because would have been crushed for sure. I went to I've been to a lot. I saw Glenn Fry in Sydney in Australia. That was a good one. So I've been to quite a few, just lots all around. So that stuff was fun. Yeah.
You've been in Australia. Wow. That's so cool.
I used to live there, so I saw quite a few concerts there. And I suppose if I'm really honest, I should honestly say my son's concerts are the best ones I've ever been to see.
Yay! Yay! I don't know how to pronounce his name, but yay, Asia.
Isaiah. You're fine. Isaiah.
Hey, Isaiah.
Yay!
Go, Isaiah. Yay!
Yes. Okay.
I'm going to go to one of his concerts someday. I will.
They're not planning on touring this year at all, and he actually just had a super massively cool opportunity come up. But no one's touring still right now, so I don't think he'll plan on anything until next year. But he would definitely do that, and I'll let you know when he's there, when he's in Europe.
Okay.
Yeah. So tell me, what would you like to relive in your life?
Relive? Oh yeah, maybe the trip to Thailand. Yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
Okay.
Our my trip with my husband. We went to Thailand, and it was oh my God, so beautiful.
Oh.
Have you ever been to Thailand?
Say that again.
Have you ever been there?
No, I have not been to Thailand. No.
It's beautiful. Yeah. Maybe this, I remember it every day, like vividly, you know, the ocean, and where we used to have these breakfasts, and they were amazing. And the most delicious coffee that I've ever tasted in my life, it was in Thailand. Can you imagine that? Coffee in Thailand?
It seems interesting, but yeah.
It was awesome. Yeah. And you know, like the fruit tasted totally different there. Yeah. Maybe the fruit, probably tastes different where you are, because I've tasted it in Hawaii too, and it was like totally different. The pineapple,
the pineapples.
Where does this pineapple that I'm eating? Where does this come from? And where does what's the difference? Is it like a total other, you know, like a new experience?
Right.
So Thailand, oh my God, all these people and all this, just felt so connected, so so cool there, so peaceful and so relaxed, and so it was awesome. And that maybe, but otherwise, you know what? I wouldn't relive anything, because I want to live in the here and now, and I like it where I am right now. That is cool. And the second thing is that I am, although I think about Thailand almost every single day, because it gives me, you know, like warm and very nice feelings, I basically focus on the future. So I don't live in in the past.
Right, right. But don't you think
Yeah.
it's nice to have those memories and, and not like dwelling on the past so that you're like, oh, life today is no good. But it's those memories and just, I look at those and I'm just so thankful that I have good memories and I had good experiences. So that's how I
Yeah,
look
yeah,
at
yeah, yeah,
those.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Absolutely, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yep.
You said it so nicely. Yeah. Actually, the day when we got married, it was the most beautiful day ever too, and I like that too. And also the day that I gave birth,
Uh-huh.
but I was also very terrified at that moment. And she came 3 weeks earlier, and I also had this gestational diabetes, and my ego just couldn't handle the fact that a person who always takes care of herself, always like watch what she's eating, drinking, no refined sugar, no bullshit, no like anything. Me, I cannot get sick. I can't have diabetes. This was going on for I don't know how many months, but quite a few months, and I've totally ruined this beautiful experience and the beautiful experience of giving birth to. Although it was a very good experience, basically because I gave birth in 2 hours. It was like
Yeah,
very
that's
quickly
nice.
and very cool, and I'm so blessed.
Yeah.
I should be like more. So that day when they gave her to me, it was like, wow, it was so cool and so frightening at the same time. I have to admit. So
yeah, it is interesting. My labor was only 5 hours, so it wasn't bad at all. And I had him at home, so I just had the dad was there, so my ex-husband, he was there, and the midwife, and that was it. And it was a wonderful experience. That was amazing. That was, but yeah. So I remember when because they immediately hand him to you. So I had him like immediately with me, and I thought, ew, that's kind of gross looking, and you stink. That's what I thought. I had none of those memories of, oh, this is so beautiful. I'm so happy. I was like, ew, you're gross. So.
Oh man. And you weren't terrified at all, like.
You what?
No.
I didn't hear you. Say that again.
You weren't terrified or anything? Weren't you scared a little bit? Like, oh, okay, wow,
no.
What the fuck?
No.
This is, no.
I had too many other things. My ex at the time was already with someone else. It was just a bad timing. So I was so not worried at all about giving birth. The experience itself was wonderful. It was the surrounding things that made it more terrifying and frightening, because I knew I would be getting a divorce, and I knew I was going to be alone with him, and but the whole thing itself with giving birth was totally fine for me, totally fine. So yeah, it was, the whole thing was interesting though. It was. Oh, here's another one. If you could do one thing for 48 hours, what would it be?
What? 48 hours doing just one thing? What?
I don't know.
Huh. I think I would do some reading. Yeah.
Okay.
I love to read, and I really have to catch up with my reading because I read two just like two small amount of books this year, because obviously I had a lot of other things like doing home things and stuff like that. But yeah, I probably catch up on my books, because I have quite a few that I want to like read through. And of course this is a great opportunity for me to learn too. So most of, not only that I adore seminars and stuff like that, so it's absolutely crucial for me to learn and to to intellectually and emotionally and spiritually that I that I'm just.
So what kind of books are in your pile to read? Like, non-thinking, just fun type of ones, fiction, or are they more the self-help type of things? What do you have in your pile of books?
Yeah. So I am still reading Conversations with God.
Okay.
Which I started, a few weeks ago. And so yeah, self-help, that has always been one of my favorite topics ever. So psychology too, and marketing. So Seth Godin, that is some great reading too.
Okay.
So yeah, just near. So basically, I never read for for just like light things. That's what I realized. I don't read like fiction or something, just
really?
like to. No, I have to be there, and I have to like, okay, this is something that I can learn from about it. Then I get new ideas, and not that I'm not getting any new ideas, but I had to force myself. In the summer, I had to force myself, as when I've been in the high school, not to read only just like educational, because I was so into, for example, history too, and I still love history, and that was my major basically. That okay, just like read something that you don't have to think about that hard. But I just love these kind of like where I can develop like my brain like get to thinking seriously. Yeah, okay.
I love those books too, but I am a fan of like really bad romance novels, because they calm what I have found is that they calm my brain and my body so much that then when I read those other books, I can absorb them better. So
cool.
I'm a fan
because we need the rest.
Of really like low. I mean, not that I want to insult anyone's writing. That's not my point with it. But I like really, really cheesy romance novels.
What's that, Daniel Steele or what? How? What?
A little bit
type?
Lower.
Lower. What's lower? What is that actually? Who are those writers that you are talking about?
There's one that Evangeline something or other. I can't remember. But I think they're all kind of about like that. I'll go through. I'll pull some out and send some to you and that type of thing.
Okay. Cool.
They're so mindless that they're amazing. And they have that great theme of, yes, we know that there's tension between these two. Then you get the middle section. Yes, here's the sex. And then you get the bottom part. Oh, everything turned out perfectly. Life is amazing. They're just hilarious. And they crack me up. And they calm my brain and my body. So I like them.
I read these type of books 2 years ago when I was pregnant. Just to so I must relax now a little bit, not think about these kind of things. And you know what I found out? It only made me even more like nervous.
Oh, that's too bad. You gotta try it again. I'm gonna send you some of mine.
Please, then do that, because that tension and tension, and he was a jerk, and he was blah 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 blah, and at the end they got together. Hello, what? Don't go there. I was like, no, don't.
That's
Oh,
what
and
I
was like,
love
so,
about them. You get all sucked into them. They're great.
yeah.
They're great. They're great books. Love them.
Yeah.
All right, my
Any book
dear,
is a
I
good
want to know
book, you know.
what is an absurd habit that you have or that you have given up. So, what's a super weird habit you have?
Yeah, I have given up a habit. Yeah, well, this was my, a habit. I used to smoke.
Okay.
Yeah, and I gave up smoking. But I was a health nut. So that's kind of like controversial, right?
Yeah, it's okay.
Fuck. But
We've
I
all
was
got
like,
our
you know,
thing.
like
It's
a
okay.
nervous smoker.
Yeah, okay.
I was a nervous smoker, you know, like I'm so nervous now I have to smoke this cigarette. But the absurd thing about it was that they didn't calm me down. So
No.
I got even more nervous. It was just like a, you know, like a revenge or something.
Yeah. It tends
who
to
was
go
I?
that way, that they
was I
actually
giving-
don't calm you down at all. So, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What the fuck? So yeah, that
All
was
right.
it really.
So
Yeah, I
you
think-
gave up smoking. There you go. There you go.
Yeah. I think 3 years ago. Yeah.
Okay. So recently
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I wasn't, you know, it was just like an occasional. I think I never smoked a whole pack of cigarettes. I bought them, and it's not a cheap, you know, like cheap trick, and it's not a cheap, you know, game.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I smoked 2 or 3, and then I throw it away, or I would just give it to someone.
Yeah.
So no point, pointless, whatever.
I can understand that one though, just having 2. I have a friend that always is like, I just need one, like right now, just one. I think that might be a really good idea for stores to do, is just sell one. Just one. Because sometimes, it's, you know, like when you're with girlfriends and such, you're like, wouldn't it be fun just, you know, just to have one and you could share it? That would be amazing. Yep.
You know, like different kinds of cigarettes in one, you know, like package, and then you can, this one I haven't tried yet. And but the funny thing is, I don't even have those cravings anymore.
Yeah.
So I suppose that it's for a lifetime. I'm good.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
So I never smoke a cigarette again in my life. That's how I feel now.
Right.
But yeah.
Well, good for
No,
you.
I just feel that it doesn't resonate with me anymore.
Yeah, it's not for you.
Cigarettes and stuff. But I do love smoke, and that's why I like all these you know, like candles too, and the incense and stuff like that. So
yeah. I think those are different ones, though. You know, they resonate more deeply with you, and that's the idea. That's always been with incense. And I had one. Oh, mine's out now, but I had one going for a little while here. But it's just that bit of connection that we have, and it's that meditative state as well, and it just brings about those different smells for us. So I like them. I do too. Yeah. All right, my dear. What is your
once in a while?
You go ahead. Go.
Once in a 10 years or something, I had that perfect cigarette. Actually, there was, you know, like a ritual that. Well, it didn't really calm me down, but I was like, wow, look at all this smoke. And it was kind of like, you know, like a ritual or something. That wasn't that bad. But most of the time I was getting back at someone or something. So basically at myself. You know, like, I have to do this because I have to, you know, I don't know what, punish somebody or something. Who am I going to punish if I am killing myself? And
so you were just doing it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, totally.
That's all it was. Just the wrong reasons. Yeah. That happens.
No point in it.
It does.
Now I see the pattern. I see what happened there, so I now can control it.
Sounds good to me. It does. All right. What is your favorite indulgence?
Hmm. um, no, we've discussed ice cream yesterday.
We
Yeah.
did, yes.
So I'm
Vanilla
gonna
with
go with.
caramel and pecans is your favorite. Yes.
Oh man, yeah. But the funny thing is that I never had this sweet tooth before I gave birth, and now I occasionally I'm like, wow, I would really have like just like a little bit of ice cream or something like something sweet that would be cool. But basically I'm a fruit and like honey person, so
Okay.
that's dessert and that is what's sweet to me. But yeah, that's, I really do enjoy that flavor of ice cream, and when I discovered it I was like, oh my god, actually I do have a sweet tooth now or something like that.
That's
Yes,
that
I,
is
I
a
would
good
do
one.
it.
I said that was my second favorite, but
Yes,
yum,
yeah.
yum, yum. Yeah, don't get me
I
thinking
don't
about all
even,
that again.
and I don't even like cold things. I'm more like a, like I love tea and I love hot beverages and everything. So this ice cream and all these sweetness and everything. This is. I also believe in I, Ayurveda. Ayurveda.
Yep.
So yeah, and my dosha is really not connected with all these cold, like weather and cold beverages. So I shouldn't have
Yeah.
that much, yeah, ice cream. So I try to, like, okay, you can have it. You don't have to say no to everything that's sweet and everything. But I try to avoid
Yeah.
also cold and refined sugar too.
Yeah, probably that the cold, moist, the damp kind of thing too. Yeah, makes your body hurt, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
It does.
All right. So, you know how on YouTube sometimes you like totally get sucked into watching the super bizarre, weird things? What is your favorite indulgence like on YouTube? The weird thing that you watch.
The funny cats, duh.
Funny cats, okay.
Yeah, the cat falling down or something like that. Yeah, I could watch that over and over and over again and not even think about the time. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Funny
So,
cats. I got it. Do you have like
not out of it, but hey.
Those are funny. I haven't watched those in a long time. Have you watched Aussie Man reviews?
Aussie man. Who the fuck is that? Wait a second. Aussie man.
Go on YouTube and type in Aussie
gonna-
Man. You'll
Aussie man.
AUSSIE. It's funny.
Okay.
That might be your next favorite crazy indulgence.
Oh my god. What the fuck is this? Penguins. They're penguins.
You sit down with your husband and watch that. You guys will find humor in that one together, okay?
Oh my god.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks for this idea.
Absolutely. I just gave you another indulgence on YouTube to watch, so you are
Well, if it
welcome.
raises your vibration every time you laugh and all these humorous things, that's only good for you.
Yeah,
And
of
it's very
course.
good for blood sugar too, and for everything, for the stress like stress hormones,
Right.
something like that. That is very good for that.
Perfect. All right. What bad advice do you often hear, and why does it bug you so much?
Bad Bad advice, bad advice. I thought of a quite few. I love my mom. I love her. Wow, she's an awesome person.
Mhm.
But she often gave me advice that just I cannot agree with that. So, for instance, something like not trusting people or something like that. So you cannot trust
Okay.
people, don't trust people, something like that. Like don't make close friends, be okay with everyone, something like that.
I understand. Yes.
Still can hear voices from when I went to elementary school and stuff like that. And I wasn't really popular, and I had some good friends, but we were always fighting. There was always something going on, and we were always like, "Why is this? Why are they like that?" And blah blah blah. She's like, "Don't fight with them. Be okay with everyone. You don't have to get so close with people." Blah 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 blah. I want to get close with people. I want to make friends, and I want to be open to them, and I accept people for who they are, and people accept me for who I am. So why wouldn't I wanna, make new friends or meet new people or trust? So this is not an issue for me anymore, but it has been for a lot of years because I always, was thinking what my mother was said about that, and who cares what she said. I would like to teach my daughter, and actually she is already this way. She say hi to everyone on the street, and she is like really, like she can already talk fluently almost, and she's so nice to people, and I would like her to know that it's okay to trust,
right,
and to be trustworthy too.
Yes.
And and to be open-minded, open. Yeah. Okay, if you're not best friends with everyone, just go and make new connections.
Just be kind.
Yeah,
that type kind of thing.
And it's really cool. And nothing bad can happen to you.
Yeah. I think it's wonderful. Okay, so we talked about books a little bit already, but what 3 books have you reread or that have influenced you the most?
Well, basically, this may sound a little bit like mainstream, maybe, but I love Louise L. Hay because I think that she's read a lot of other books too, and she's like puts together all these pieces from other books that I'm reading now.
Okay.
She knew so many things, and I think I read 2 of her books over and over again. And of course, the third one was Herman Hesse's Opinion.
You told me that already. Yes. The
first Louise L. Hay book is Live Your Life. I'd say, I don't know what's the the English, because I've read it in Slovene, so I'm like translating it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the other thing is,
I know which one you mean.
Like that, yeah. Yeah. The basic, the main book of hers. And the other one is Thoughts of Our Heart, or Thoughts for Your Heart, or something like that too, from Louise Hay. And of course, my favorite, as I've already mentioned, Herman Hesse. Well, basically all his books are awesome.
Okay. And you've reread a lot of them, haven't you? Ooh, yes. It's okay. Tell me, what is your favorite food?
Oh, my favorite food. Interesting. Everything that involves vegetables, I'd say maybe asparagus.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah, because you know why? Because probably that's also, like psychology. because I can't have asparagus all through the year because it's such a, like just a few months in the year it's the, season. And then you get asparagus from I don't know where, but it's like, it's not good. So I eat the local, organic.
Yeah.
One here, or maybe strawberries too. The same, this for the same reason, I think, because I can't get enough of it, because then I cannot eat for I don't know how many months, or 8 months, for example, and then I'm like craving this. Yes, please, or another year maybe. Sometimes, please. When will this season be again? So everything that involves fruit or vegetables, basically. And what else? I also like fish.
Okay.
I like salmon, for example.
And you're by the ocean then, aren't you?
No, we are very far from.
Oh, I thought you guys were close to an ocean, or semi-close.
Yeah, because you probably see that in me, that I am. Yeah, I love the ocean so much, and I love swimming, and I love. I would live by.
So how far away is it? How long does it take to get to an ocean?
3 hours.
Then? How long?
Like 3 hours. Yeah,
oh, that's nothing.
3 hours. I think, no, it's nothing. Yeah, compared to American. American.
That's
like. Yeah, there's nothing for you. I know you travel that long to get to your job, right?
Yeah. No, I don't. But
I cannot imagine that.
Yeah. No, anymore we have an 8-hour drive. No, 8, 9. We have about a 9 or 10-hour drive to the ocean. So.
Oh. So 3 hours to the Slovenian border, because Slovenia has its own seaside too, and it's small, but it's wonderful. So Slovenia has seaside. It has mountains. It has like flat, like surfaces, like just like flat lands. We have everything in this small country. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that fascinating?
It is. It's amazing. And I know right before you and I met, I was watching this chef from Slovenia, and she's in the mountains, and I just was like, I want that food. I want to go there. And then I met you. So
this is fate.
I know.
The culinary.
I know.
The gastronomy. Top. We have everything that you want.
I know.
And we can everything.
Yeah.
It's everything.
It's amazing.
This is so.
Yeah, it is.
It is. So you never be hungry here. So if you come here, we will feed you. Like you will not. You won't even be able to move. You'll be so stuck.
I don't need that because I have that option here. I do. I have that option here. It's just bad American food, so it makes you fat. We don't need that. We don't need that at all.
We don't have burgers here, but we have like chowders, and we have like really good like these soups, and really good like minestrone, or how would you put it? Like really good like food that with heart and soul, that gives you like strength, and that like full of nutrition.
That's the stuff I like. I love foods like that. Yes, love them. Yeah, my favorite. Okay, now we've been talking about food, which means that we're talking about digestion as well. So this is one of those crazy off the wall questions, but tell me, are farts funny or are they embarrassing, or anything in between?
Well, it can be fun. It can be funny, actually. Well, I have a little daughter, so yeah, we make like these funny noises, like and stuff like that, and she laughs, and then we laugh together, and ha ha ha. Yeah, it can be. It's totally normal. Yes, it's totally normal, and it's healthy, and I don't find anything like disgusting, or I don't know, or it's a like a topic that I don't like to discuss. Why the fuck wouldn't I want to discuss that? It's totally normal.
That's what I think too.
So yeah,
But it's an interesting question to get some interesting answers with. It's funny.
it is. Yeah. Oh my god, you have some crazy questions there.
I know. I told you.
I didn't expect that one.
Okay, can you pinpoint, or do you know about yourself of a neurosis, like of a neurotic pattern that you have that either bugs you or bugs others or something along those lines?
If it does what with my creativity? Something bad?
Sparks your creativity, gets your creativity flowing.
Sparks. No.
No.
Well, neurosis never. I don't think it ever does anything good to me. But maybe if that counts as a neurotic thing, maybe this thing that I'm like a little bit maybe control freak. Okay. Does this count like a neurosis? Well, I just recently discovered it when again, my daughter pointed that out to me. Yeah.
Of course.
Oh my god, if it's not gonna be like this, then what? If she won't eat 3 apples a day, so what?
Right.
Maybe she'll eat 1 apple. Maybe she even eat an apple a day. She doesn't necessarily have to get sick, or she will not feel miserable because she haven't like had that much of a like vitamins or something that I thought she would have to have. Maybe this one, yeah. Or
so you're a neurotic parent with food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, something with food, something involving food. But actually, I love to eat.
Okay.
And I don't know if maybe these are some connections. With food. Yeah. See, I love to eat, and I love to prepare food for my family too. And I think I'm good to cook, so it shouldn't be a problem. So it's basically probably all in my head, and I'm working on that too.
That's all right. Okay, so tell me that we're gonna kind of wrap this up with what inspires you to love more. What inspires you to love yourself more? Because isn't that just like the baseline of it all anyway?
What inspires me to love myself even more?
Yeah, I know. It's a rough one, isn't it?
Yeah. No, I just realized something. So, also my daughter. So I want to love myself more so that I can show it to her too, that she can love herself too, even more. And so basically, first, for myself, I'm doing this for myself because I know I'm worthy of my own love, and that's why I want to love myself more. But I know if I will love myself even more, this will affect also my career. And if it affects my career, then I can make a even more powerful impact on other women. And this is what basically is my drive.
There you go. So to help others, you're going to love yourself more, right? Yeah. Lead by example. What better way to do all of this? I totally agree. You're so amazing.
Lead by example.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
You too.
Do you have anything else that you want to chat about? If not, we got just like some really cool answers and really cool Fun, just connections. I love it. I love it. Absolutely. What am I? Is everything wrong on me? Oh no!
What? Everything is cool. Well, thank you for these questions. They were
Of
awesome.
course.
Cool.
Of
Wow.
course.
Top of your head thing. Wow.
Oh no,
So
I have a
cool.
list. I can't keep them in the top of my head. I have a list for all of these, for sure.
You had to come up with all these questions, and that is very cool.
Awesome. All right, my dear. Well,
And
I'm
it's
gonna let you go to
from a
bed because
journalist.
I know it's bedtime for you now, right?
Yeah, but you know what? This comes from a former journalist, so you should be, like honored that I
Oh,
gave you this compliment that wow, these such amazing
I am.
questions.
Thank you so very much. I
Yeah.
really do appreciate it. Really, truly. So thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for answering fun, crazy questions and a little bit funny and a little bit in depth. And again, just thank you. It was wonderful to spend time with you. And I know we'll talk again soon. All right, my dear.
Again soon.